think it's time.
Oh, boy.
For
Tincture
For
time.
Ooh, tincture time.
Battle Royale.
It's the Battle Royale.
Tell Laura. Yeah.
What do we got,
Tell
Pat? You got
Laura-
something good on deck?
I got something. So, Laura, you've obviously never listened to this podcast.
You and literally everybody else.
Mostly because I live under a rock for real, although no.
Fair enough. But so this is going to be the Battle Royale. It's a little bit weird, but I think it's going to work really well.
Not
All right,
weird.
so you
Not
have
weird.
to.
It's
Basically, what we're going to do is we're not doing a snake draft. There's too many of us. I'm just going to go one at a time.
complicated.
So here's what we're going to do.
Okay.
You have to survive in the Amazon jungle for a whole year. A whole year. Okay. You get to pick. So there can be repeat picks on this one. 2 people that are on this current podcast. And 1 perfectly trained animal that will do whatever you ask it to do. You can communicate with it. If you want it to go get a fish, it could do that. All right. So 2 people that are on this podcast, 1 perfectly trained animal. But here's the thing. It's a whole year. So mental health is going to be a big part of this.
Yep. That's important.
Yeah.
Okay.
So anyway, that's where we're going.
Okay. So you pick 2 people on this podcast and 1 perfectly trained animal to survive
in the
where
Amazon
again?
jungle, like right in the
for
middle
a full
of it.
year.
Yeah, for a whole year.
For a full year.
All
Okay.
right. Since I came up with this hideous.
Any questions, Laura? Laura, do you have
No, I'm just really stuck on what animal I want.
Okay, we'll let you go.
Go last.
We'll let you go
last.
later in the rotation.
It's not going to be any, you don't actually have to be able to train this
No,
animal. It comes fully trained to you.
Fully trained. It's delivered by Amazon.
Now, this animal has to be able to perform the tasks, right? Like, you're not saying, I want a kangaroo that can catch fish, because that's nonsense.
If you
correct?
say that, then the listeners will vote you down.
Good point.
And it can't be like a dragon. It has to be like a real animal.
And got to be alive today. All right, so I'm going to go first here.
Can we start? Let's start with Will. I mean, I feel like.
I'd hate to
Will's
put
never
Will right
done
on the
it.
spot. But yeah, cool.
I'd love to put Will on the spot.
Right.
He's so good at
for it,
writing
Will.
these.
Mine's easy. This is easy. I'm certainly taking Peter and Patrick. You
Smart.
guys can just
It's good
bicker for the whole
entertainment
year.
value.
It's gonna be hilarious.
That's right.
Yeah.
You'll never be bored.
Yeah.
All that
that's
shit
good.
talking is gonna be great, and I'm definitely gonna have a harpy eagle just hawked out.
So
It's
just
a good-
catching
that's smart.
fish
It's
and
a
running
good
shit.
pick.
We'll provide
No
the
doubt.
food while
Yeah.
Peter and I provide the entertainment.
That's a power
And the
pick.
eagle will
Yeah, that's
provide-
pretty much
He's got a
That's
giant
very
eagle
good.
just swooping sloths and monkeys out of trees and dropping it in his lap. He's got YouTube buffoons to entertain him. Why not?
Yeah.
It's a
only
good
one
pick.
buffoon in
And by the way, you
mate,
can
and,
repeat humans. You cannot repeat animals. That's a new
Indeed.
rule that I've made. All right, I'm going to go next. I'm going to take,
All right. Let's have
and
it.
I hate to be sort of basic here, I'm going to take Laura and Forrest because what they're going to do is they're going to help me stay alive, right?
That's true.
They're going to
Okay.
help provide water, shelter, food. When my tummy hurts, I'm going to go to Forrest in the middle of the night.
I'll be there for you.
These are things that I'm going to rely on them for. Now, Will went to the humans for entertainment. I'm going to the animal for entertainment.
Okay.
I'm going to bring an 8-month-old German Shepherd puppy named Luca, my dog.
Luca DeLuca.
It's an outrage. Because he's perfectly trained, and you're sad that yours is.
I'm just only relying on, because Laura and Forrest are there, I only need the animal for entertainment. So all Luca has to do is just be herself.
This is good.
Okay. Well, I mean, so perfectly trained, but might not survive a full year in the jungle. I feel like you're going to have to take care of this
They're
dog quite
both
a bit.
animal lovers. They're going to make sure Luca's fine.
I will be
lot of
100%
work.
sure
I
that
just-
Luca
it's
is happy before Patrick. Luca's health is my primary concern.
Listen, leave it to Pat to bring basically a dependent that needs full-time attention into the jungle.
That's
to
why I'm
survive
bringing
for a
2
year.
survival
All right.
instead of 1.
Speaking of dependents, I will go next. And my pick's going to surprise some people here. It's different.
You're gonna take old Retep.
I am. I'm Retef. Yes! Is my first pick. He is my draft number 1, and I'll tell you why. I will tell you why. Because my second pick is Laura, And here's the reason. Because my entertainment value is going to come from Peter's inability to accomplish anything and Laura's frustration in trying to teach him how to do things.
Smart.
That somehow is going to intertwine to a mad and passionate romance that I will get to watch unfold.
So you want to watch
right in
porn?
front of me? It's going to be this incredible. It's going to be like a sitcom because there's going to be the big bumbling idiot, the hardcore badass chick. They fall in love. It's gonna be magical, and I'm just gonna get to sit back and watch all of this in utter splendor.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
This is really smart. It's going to be one of those 1 hour dramas on NBC where it's like, they're never going to get together. They're never going to get together. And it's like,
totally.
Oh my God,
This isn't a TV show, you idiots.
Do I get to call him pig trash? Like, is that like?
Yes.
Of course. And at first you mean it, but by the end of the year, you guys are so in love. You're
like a loving.
Oh my God, it's
trash.
yeah.
Hearing term.
It's God. Oh man, it's gonna be.
What's your animal? You animal.
So good to watch this.
I think you're going to win. I think you might
Very
win.
strange that you're trying to be a pornography producer while in the
don't
jungle.
judge me.
I don't understand.
Don't judge me.
All right,
I'm not.
What animal for us besides the pig trash?
I'm taking
Don't say
with
it's
me
gerbil.
a perfectly trained bull shark that will. The only shark that can really spend.
There's no water. You're in the middle of the jungle.
No, idiot. It's the Amazon jungle. There's tons of water. There's water everywhere. There's nothing but water.
Shouldn't question the broologist.
Yeah, come on.
I apologize.
And this perfectly trained bull shark is going to hunt everything that cruises around the water. It's going to hunt caiman for me. It's going to hunt fish for me. It's going to hunt anacondas. And it's also going to provide entertainment because I'm going to have a pet shark in the jungle. So I'm just going to have all kinds of fun, silliness, entertainment, the pig trash and Laura romance. It's just, God, it's going to be an incredible year.
You beat me already.
Fair enough, man.
All right, Retep, go
Fair
next.
Okay. Well, I mean, it's obvious which of the 5 of us I will be taking. I'll be taking myself, already included. I will be taking Laura and Will because I hate you two, and it would be insane to try and deal with you guys in the middle of the jungle. I would end up probably killing you, and that wouldn't be beneficial for any of us. So after that, I'm going to bring an amazing animal that Forrest talks about on the podcast regularly. This animal is tough. This animal will perfectly train. This animal is going to bring me fucking food. And Laura's an expert survivalist, so it wouldn't even matter, technically. Me and Will be living in a great shelter that Laura has built. No offense, but we don't know what the fuck we're doing. And my perfectly trained hippopotamus will be out fucking just, and first of all, it will be defending the amazing structure that Laura has built. It will be a goddamn castle because nobody will be able to touch this thing for the whole year because of this hippo. And the hippo, when we want it to, it will go out. It will retrieve food for us. It will do whatever the fuck we want. And by the way, if you guys are in the jungle with us at the same time, I will absolutely have my perfectly trained hippo find you and fan shit all over you and your shelter. And that's what I will be doing. From Laura to you.
It's good. That's pretty good, Peter.
I just like the thought of like needing the guard hippo because there's so many people trying to tear down our shelter. You're like, put the guard hippo out there.
A lot of shelter sabotage. Yeah.
I know. It's a common problem when surviving the Amazon. People are always trying to rip your shelter down. We got this. Guard hippo.
Scare away trick-or-treaters. Yeah. All right, so Laura, go ahead. Who are your 2 people and your perfectly trained animal?
Well, I mean, I feel like I know that Forrest is really going to provide. I'm hoping he brings like his goggles and actually uses them so I can be out in a survival situation with someone who uses their goggles.
He's going to need them for the hippo shit.
Yeah. Well, and I feel like now, I just want to see how things pan out with pig trash.
Yes.
So.
Yeah. I love it.
But what I'm really stuck on is like, I'm trying to think. I mean, my initial thought, like I was thinking I was going to have a gigantic saltwater crocodile that somehow could also exist in the freshwater of the Amazon. And that I could like make some kind of fashioned like rope kind of things that I could ride it and it could hunt fish because I could really cruise up and down the Amazon. Like if I had a croc that was trained that I could ride, it'd be like bigger than all the caiman. I wouldn't have to worry about like a massive salty in there being in trouble. We'd be top of the food chain. He'd catch fish. I'd ride it. But then I was like, man, how cool would it be? And then I couldn't think of what animal would serve this purpose. But if you had some kind of bird or something that was like a waterproofish animal that you could shelter under, then you'd have like a movable shelter, right? You'd be like, all right, shelter. And it'd be like, and then you just like crawl
like
under the
an
wing.
enormous pelican that just puts its wings
or like
out.
an albatross. Like, I don't know, like what would have the biggest wings that would really provide that service for me?
By the way, you could also just stick its beak right in the water as the shelter and like put food right into the shelter. I mean, I don't
guys
know.
aren't actually doing this, Peter.
What?
Stop making
What is it? What are you
plans.
talking
You
about?
guys shouldn't be like house hunting together right now. You're not actually in the same state.
She's trying to decide between the large bird or the croc.
You don't get a say. You're not married.
Man,
He's-
what are you talking about? This is your battle royale, and you clearly lost.
I fucked up. Yeah, I came in last on this one.
Wait, so Laura, which is it? Is it
I
the
guess I'm
croc
gonna
that
go
you're
with
gonna
the
ride
croc.
around on?
You know, I wish dragons were real because then I would have like this shelter and the fire part. You know, they're
Yes.
kind of great like
Surf
that.
and
but
croc. I like
Unfortunately, they're not. You know,
I like it. I like
cool.
it.
I'll probably
You
pick
know-
the croc.
All right.
So
Listen, by the way, I just got to say real quick, didn't even realize, thank you, Laura, that I can also ride my perfectly trained hippo wherever the fuck I
Oh,
want. In
yeah.
the water.
For
on the
sure.
land.
you just
Hadn't
get a
even thought
room
of it.
already. Like there's 3 other people on this
In your
podcast. Like, this is
storyline, we
exhausting.
will.
It'll look
I
sad.
I didn't know this is what I was starting.
Rideable
You've watched too much
animals.
Cinemax.
All right.
All right, if you
what should we do
enjoyed-
for us?
Wrap
What
it
should
up.
the Brosners do?
Yeah, look, if you enjoyed tonight's Battle Royale or our
First video podcast.
what?
First video
yes,
podcast.
or you enjoyed our first video podcast, which is over this Zoom type software, please go onto iTunes, leave us a 5-star review, and tell us who won the Battle Royale. Was it me with the incredible romance? Was it Peter just picking literally anybody but Patrick and I? Was it Will's great pick? I mean, he has a Harpy Eagle on his team. That's big time. Just why don't you just leave us a review? Let us know what you think. We'd love to hear from you.